Episode 4, the Come Up Video Show. What's up, guys? Today is what? Today's Friday, right? Yeah. No, today's Saturday. Yeah, honestly, nowadays with this quarantine, I don't know what days it is, but I'm pretty sure you guys feel that way, the same way too. But episode 4, this week I've been trying to push a lot of content. I've been trying to get a lot of people to come in the podcast. So if you know anybody who wants to come into the show, who is an artist and is willing to take at least 30 minutes out of their day to talk about their work, their personal lives, and whatnot, please tell them to send us a DM at the Come Up Video Show on Instagram. If not, send us an email at carlosrcastro at thecomeupbrand.com. Last episode, we had Yoyi Dala Mendoza, an artist based from San Francisco. And it was a pleasure talking to her. And we're going to push women in this podcast. So if you know any women artists who are interested, please send us our way. So today we have artist Kiana Marie, who is based in Los Angeles, California. She's an incoming animator. She's a full-time animator student at Cal State Northridge, concentrating in 2D and 3D animation. She aspires to work into the animation industry by being part of a creative team and developing into a storyboard. So let's bring her on in to the podcast. Where is she? There she is. Kiana Marie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. How's quarantine going for you so far? Staying busy?
Staying busy as usual.
Okay. Anything new? Anything interesting so far? Today's the weekend. What are your plans? Today, I think today's. I kind of messed up. It's Friday today. Yeah, it is Friday.
Friday.
Honestly, like I said, I don't know. Nowadays, I don't know if it's Friday, Saturday, Tuesday. I don't know. It's weird. But any plans?
I mean, I'm not quite sure, but so far, what I can say is just spend time with my family, because usually my parents they're off from work for the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
so we usually get a chance to just sit by the pool and relax and
Okay.
just just watch our favorite movies and shows, and just stay focused on my projects,
Mm-hmm.
as you can see.
Mm-hmm. So family is very important to you. Tell us about the project you're working on then.
So as of now, since I'm off from college during the summer break, I usually focusing on sketching as usual, and I actually started getting into illustration, digital drawing.
Okay.
That's completely new to me, even though I started it last year in the spring semester, back then when I was at a community college, before I came to CSUN. And let me just say, sometimes when you're trying something new, it kind of like drains you, because you have no idea what's going on. So that's what I'm getting the hang with Photoshop, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, and then using those 2D and 3D softwares.
So. Yeah, I like how you brought that point of trying something new and it being super draining, because this video show, this podcast, what do you want to name it, is my first week doing it. And I'm not complaining, saying exhausting, but it's a lot of work, pushing content, getting people in, setting schedules. So I appreciate you coming in, taking the time of your day to be here. But what's how are you approaching this new skill that you're trying to improve on? Are you working it day by day? Is this on a weekly basis, or how are you working on it right now?
So for me, I would say it's weekly basis, because some days I need to stay active with my imagination, because I'm very artistic. So I like to keep myself I don't know what word to put it, but let me just say, like if something needs to get out of my chest, I have to do it by, whether it's in a sketchbook, or just on a or heck, even on digital looks. You know what I mean?
Right. That's awesome. So yeah, I know, like I said, like you mentioned, staying busy and getting work out there is super important, especially now during COVID-19.
Yes.
How do you get your work out there? is it Instagram? And like you mentioned, you're a student at CSU and Northridge, so you're able to get your work out there through your classmates, through professors. But since obviously there's no in-class sessions, how are you able to show these new projects that are coming in? How do you, you know, how do you get to that?
There are a couple ways. Mostly Instagram or any kind of social media platform. And that's one of my main focuses, because I feel like everybody's building up connections and stuff. And so far from what I've seen from different artists or influencers, they will use their platform or their content as to network with others.
Yeah.
Saying that this is what I'm offering, so as in, with my talents, with my, with, creativity and such, they, even myself, we love sharing our, sorry, I'm trying my best to kind of like make sense here, but,
doing well.
We want to show, or I want to show those, what I'm capable of,
right,
as an artist.
Right.
I want to, something that I'm meant to be, something that I'm living, within my purpose.
No, Instagram is such an important network, especially us for artists. Out of all social medias, I feel like Instagram is just that platform where if you have the right aesthetics, you have the right look, man, people are going to be interested in buying into your work. They'll be like, so who's Kiana Marie? Who is she? Like, who is she from? Like, let me see her work, and they see maybe some future clients. Has that been the case for you? Are you doing any commission work for people right now, or it's just mostly just for you, your own
okay.
your own work?
All right. Well, as of now, I'm not doing any commissions, because my plan is to focus on developing my skills for the better, just being, better than who I was yesterday as an artist. And if I feel like, okay, if I'm ready to improve, that I can do, commissions and share my art pieces to, to those who are fully interested or who are, in love with art. Maybe to the world, as scary as it sounds, but I'm willing for I'm willing to put myself out there. I want to be known for my work, for my artistic abilities.
Right. So when people say Kiana Marie, she's you want to let them know that you're an artist, you're an illustrator. When people look at your work, obviously you say you want to get yourself out there, you want to get your work out there, your name out there. Are you ever scared of people saying negative things about your work or not liking the content they're creating?
Well, I would say I'm not scared, but I am aware that there will be people who will express their negative energy, and yes, and that includes sharing their opinions. But I feel like when you're sharing an opinion, I can listen to someone who thinks that hey, I think this looks amazing. I think it would be so much better if you do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I feel like, okay, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
And no, take it. And then there's this other opinion where they just simply don't like it.
They're just straight hating for no reason, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't trigger me. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
However, but it does motivate me to that I'm not gonna back down from this just because of their unnecessarily opinion. You know what I mean?
Right. So I mean, obviously, your work is very personal to you. Would you say?
Yes, very personal.
What kind of do you? It seems. I mean, from what I've known you from the past couple months, you're very about self love, self growth, loving yourself. Do you ever put those emotions and thought into your work? And if so, I mean, yeah. So what is your creative process? Do you create your work out of past experiences? Do you create your work from emotions that you're currently feeling, or what's your process like?
Um, I feel like everything has to do with my emotions
Mm-hmm.
and according from from my past experience.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes um, sometimes I find it really hard to express to express my emotions like from periods sorry from periods of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this because um sometimes some people would they just generally they just wouldn't understand, and then there's some people just uh some people are very judgmental,
Yeah.
and overall that makes me not want to trust anybody. Like I can't trust this person if he or she is not gonna feel empathetic, like, or not only that, but just listen to what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why as an artist, it's very important for me, it's very important um to use my artistic ability and just put it on a single piece of paper, like
Yeah.
whatever I'm thinking of, or how, or what my heart wants. I would express it by just um just drawing it out. And now I'm working on a digital project.
Yeah. Tell us about that.
And sorry.
Tell us about that.
So my newest project that I'm about to finish up
Mm-hmm.
and be willing to share
Mm-hmm.
with my platform.
Yes.
It's again, it has something to do with expressing my emotions and my past experiences.
Mm-hmm.
So um, I the way I see it is like it's about reflecting
Mm-hmm.
on what's been done and how am I going to react to it.
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty much about the healing process.
Love that. And what is the healing process for you?
Healing.
Yeah. What does it mean to you? Is it by creating your work? Is it going out to a certain place to relax? How do you hear yourself, like when you're going through a difficult situation? What helps you heal?
um I feel like everyone's healing journey is very different,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
I completely understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Um for me, I would take my time just day by day,
Mm-hmm.
and and a lot of times I end up reading.
Mm-hmm.
I would read a book um that just that allows me to reflect on everything, like whether it's heartbreaks or self-doubts,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's really helpful. And I also love to go driving.
Oh, okay.
And I know that sounds it sounds weird for some people, but to me, I feel like I can express my emotions, but at the same time, obviously LA's pretty wild over here.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah.
And of course you got to stay cautious.
Oh yeah.
But what I find is so nice is ouch. What I find is so nice when I'm on the road is when there's no cars and I'm just driving, like
Just cruising.
just cruising, like with good music or my
Yeah.
music.
What kind of music would you listen to on a drive like that?
I'll listen to anything,
Okay.
because any music that somebody plays, I'll vibe to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's I mean that's what I like to do, and I love watching sunsets, and it keeps me sane. Like, and thinking to myself, everything's gonna be okay. It's
Yeah.
between it's you and your energy with, like, you know, with Mother Nature, because you're enjoying what's happening right now, so I'm accepting that.
Right. No, I definitely love all the points that you touched on about reflection, self-growth, and the beautiful thing about this art form is that we're able to express those feelings into an art project. And so I'm super excited to see those pieces that you create. Is this on a what materials do you use for your work?
So for the if I were like sketching in general, I love using color pencils.
Okay.
Color pencils are they're like my go-to
Really?
for everything.
That's very simple, right? A color pencil.
Yeah,
And if I had
yeah.
a color pencil, I don't know what you do. Honestly, when I was a kid, I used to scribble, scribble, scribble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, even if it's just like a scribble, like no, you're either doing that simply just because you're bored.
hmm Yeah. Out of boredom comes creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. So tell us more about your experience at CSUN. How's that been like for you?
CSUN, I mean, it's been almost a year since I've attended CSUN.
Because you transferred from a community college, right?
I sure did.
So you're doing your last year? Is
My
this your
last
senior?
year,
So you're a senior now.
I'm a senior.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Class 2021, huh?
Woo, yeah.
Yeah. What's your future like after you get that paper? Once you get that degree, what's the
Um,
next goal?
Developing my networking skills
Mm-hmm.
and apply for internships
Mm-hmm.
or just any kind of opportunities that I'm willing to take.
Mm-hmm.
And also I love to travel. I will love to, you know, start traveling, you know, more often,
Yeah.
even if it's local. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I just like, remember when we talked about, I love I love doing, you know, outdoor activities.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's my thing, you know, like it's simply by going to the beach, going for hikes,
Mm-hmm.
like local stuff in LA.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I wonder what it's like in other cultures or other countries or different states, you
Love
know.
that. I love that. Yeah, no, I love that too because exploring other cultures and ethnicity is such a beautiful thing. And I feel that when you go to a different country, you're able to just put yourself out there. And I like that point that you brought up. It's like, how is it in this country? How is it there? How is it? And so and so. What country would you like to visit?
Ooh, Italy.
Italy. Yo, I love Italy, man. I took an Italian class.
You did?
I took Italian 101. Molto bene. Come stai? Yeah, so no, Italy. That's awesome. What part of Italy would you like to go to?
I let me see. I would love to go visit Rome.
Roma.
Mm-hmm.
Some
And
pasta, some spaghetti.
yeah, and I'm interested because of the art history, like the stuff that we learned. I mean, the stuff that we used to learn in school. I've taken several art history classes during my years in college,
Mm-hmm.
and I find and I find it very interesting, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
I would love to experience what's in front of me more than just reading what I read from a textbook or from an article or online.
Yeah, it's like you can read a book, you can read this, and you can imagine it. But man, being there physically and being in that space is a whole different world. If you're in Italy, if you're in Roma, what kind of work would you create?
Oh, kind of work what I create. I would like to me thinking.
Yeah,
I
go
would
ahead.
like to work with models.
Mm, talk to us about that.
Yeah. Um I just think I find it I find it so interesting, seeing a model doing, you know, uh, like I I really like to watch models, and sometimes I even like to model for my own projects. Like I'm actually really interested making arts and crafts. One of my biggest small little achievement that I like to share with you is creating flower crowns.
Okay.
I've actually made, I'm looking at right now, I made 3 flower crowns in total.
And I like to share it. If you could bring it on, go ahead. You can love to share it.
I will show it to you in 1 second.
All right, let's see it. I mean, also you have a flower shirt.
Oh yeah.
So you're a flower girl. You like flowers.
I sure do.
All right, let's see it.
So I'll show you. Oh man, it's really dusty.
It's been a while.
So my first flower crown I made in spring of 2017. So I made the blue vibes.
Okay.
And
that was in 2017?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And this represents what's it called again? It's for, oh yeah, that's right. It's for Autism Awareness Month.
Okay.
Or awareness in general.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I made this is because I mean, I myself I had I basically grew up with autism,
mm-hmm.
and it has impacted my entire childhood,
mm-hmm.
and including my tween/early teenage years, mm-hmm. until until I started working on myself to be just being like the happiest and the most just being happy.
I love that. I feel like there's so much gratitude and love and happiness around you. It's great. Like it definitely radiates, and I feel that through the screen. Regardless, I know you personally, but I love that. And creating projects that are personal to you is so important because like you could share it to the world. You could share it with people, and people could know something that did not know about you. Like I didn't know you had autism, and that's awesome. I love that. Seems like you've worked on yourself for the past years, and there's still would you say there's still a lot of work to get done? What do you see yourself in the couple of years? Actually, let's not talk about that. Let's talk about that crown because I actually like it. Could you show us to us the crown? I love the colors. Where did you buy these? Where'd you get these materials at?
I bought them at Michael's.
Michael's, okay.
Yeah, Michael's is my #1 favorite store, like mm-hmm. for art and everything, or even just for like earlier this summer I started like to kind of like almost not decorate, but just to organize my room for the better. Mm-hmm. And it's working out almost, but it's messy.
Yeah, and that's all right. No, I like that crown. What, do you have another one in there?
Yeah, I do. All so right. My second one, I made it in the same year. This is one of my personal favorites, actually. Oh man, this is stuck.
Uh-oh.
Wait. I'm studying this really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm studying. Hold on. Oh, I see why. Okay. Okay. Oh god. Might as well. I'm gonna have to pull it, even though it's not good. Oh, that's why.
Uh-oh. No.
I hope this doesn't take the entire podcast. That'll be really embarrassing. But
yeah, that's a beautiful. That's the thing about doing this online on video. You can't cut. You can't edit. This is natural. This is straight from live to YouTube.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'll just flip by switching. But with that being said,
no, go ahead.
This is my personal favorite. I like to consider this one the golden hour.
All right.
And one of my favorite. Sorry.
The colors they definitely stand out.
Oh yeah, like there's orange,
golden tone.
Mhm. Yeah, when you see the photos, you'd be surprised. Mm-hmm. So one of my favorite memories, during my my late teens, mm-hmm. I was 18 years old at the time, mm-hmm. and I went through a heartbreak. So I wanted to put myself out there just by driving by the beach. And thankfully, I have a friend of mine who came along with me, and he was the one that I took photos on my old phone, and it was a successful day, really successful. And I didn't, the pictures, they look really nice. I was wearing this, and I was wearing a very light orange. It's like, it's something you wear, or I don't remember the name of it. I apologize. It's something you wear around your waist, like you're covering your bottom, your swimsuit. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but I pulled it up and I just wrapped it around my body.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So
it's kind of like a top.
Yeah, but like it's like full body.
Nice, that's so cool. Wait, have you thought about creating more of those and creating a page and potentially selling it to people?
I thought about it.
Yeah.
Whether it's painting or digital drawing.
All right.
I would go for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's change topic. Let's create a scenario. So obviously you're an animator, 2D, 3D. You get an email from Disney. Yo, would you like to work for us?
Certainly.
How would you feel about that? Disney's just knocking on, hey, what's up, Kiana? We like your work. Come work with us. How would that?
Take the opportunity?
Yeah. Do you see yourself working for Disney eventually, or like these animation companies and whatnot, Pixar or whatever?
I believe I do.
Yeah.
And not just only for Disney. I believe that I will take, not just take, but I will take steps for these upcoming opportunities as much as I can. And my goal, my goal is to do something I love every day, and then also making money for it, and getting paid and such,
Right.
like those things like that. And it really matters to me. That way I may invest my work for the bigger.
Right. So you're looking long term.
Yes.
You're looking long term achievement, long term plans. I like that. Once you get a degree, are you gonna stay in LA, or where are you going to next? You want to go get your master's, or what's your plan?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt like that.
Very good.
The master's, I'm not too sure. So I'm still thinking about that, but I am definitely staying in LA.
Yeah,
because I feel like
so much opportunities, huh?
There's so many opportunities.
There's a lot.
You're right. There's so many.
There's so many.
And
yes.
It's like, why would I leave? I was born and raised here, so
yeah.
Of course I'm staying.
Yeah. So you're from the San Fernando Valley.
Yeah.
And there's something about the valley, right? That's so special. The people, the culture, just the name, the San Fernando Valley. It's like super authentic. What do you like about the valley yourself? What drives you to be I'm from San Fernando Valley and I'm a happy resident?
So I've never really thought about this, but I'm actually really grateful that I was actually born and raised here. It's all because I feel like I'm being surrounded by I would say by things that like everyone at least like deserves to explore, like going to the beach, visiting the city, exploring those beautiful mountains, and just by you can always express your talents anywhere. Yeah. Like if you've been to San Juan the Pier, you see some people on those bridges, and they'll play those really cool instruments. They start dancing. Like you can literally be yourself with your own artistic ability, your art style. And what even helps with us more is social media. That's the thing.
Social media is the way to go. Have you ever thought about creating TikToks for your work? like a process, like like a whole like a little TikTok video, just a clip of just the process of creating your work, and then bam, the final piece.
I thought about it.
Yeah, that would be cool, huh?
Yeah. And I'm most likely, I'll definitely be, like, I'll definitely get on it, once once school starts again, I'll be gladly to, make the progress videos.
Hmm. What do you look forward to in your last year at season?
Um,
You gotta end it with a
but
bang. How you gonna stay busy?
so what I look forward to, just just doing better with, um, by just getting involved with the animation events
Hmm.
virtually,
Hmm.
even though that the stuff that usually happens here in LA, I know for a fact they're going to be closed
Man, I'm sorry to hear that.
due to COVID.
Yeah, it's fortunate.
Yeah, but thankfully, I'm looking forward to having new professors who are going to guide me
Hmm.
to to guide me to create my own projects, like
Hmm.
creating a short, like a very very short and um, animated
Your
film.
dog?
Yeah, it's gonna get loud.
Nah, you're good. You're good. That's awesome. No, it's unfortunate how like we have to go through this COVID situation, but I feel like us artists work around the way things.
Mhm.
We adapt and we create work and just get it out there. How have you worked around COVID-19 and this whole pandemic?
Um, I just do it. I basically just I take small steps just to create a simple sketch, and a lot of it it's just like scribbles.
Hmm.
And I know that sounds really small, and I'm gonna be honest. Ever since March, when the pandemic started, I did lose the motivation, but not 100%, because I knew that, hey, wait a minute, the semester's still going.
Hmm.
Our professor still expects us to, give what we got.
Yeah.
And, thankfully, oh my God, I almost gave up one of my animation classes because it's once a week on a Saturday mornings,
Yeah.
and the class time, it lasts for like 5 hours.
Mm.
And it's interesting because, I took 15 units.
Hmm.
That's a lot. And those four classes, I took art history, I took a 3D course, 3D animation course, and then I guess maybe like one or two elective classes.
Okay.
And, there was like, I mean, at least you can say, or I'm sorry, for what I can say is,
Hmm.
there's like two classes that I've taken that were extremely hard, and basically, and then and then one, my 3D class, they're very, very, very time consuming.
Yeah.
And that's when it kind of like messed me up for my 2D animation class. So it's like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this,
Yeah.
And I ended up passing. So,
Nice.
that's what matters to me.
Congrats.
But the project that I worked on at the time for my
Uh-huh.
2D, it didn't look what I expected to go for. Like I said, it's time consuming, and I had to
Hmm.
focus on finals and essays and such. That's the
As
one
you,
thing I don't like about college is I may go in for my major, like, oh my gosh, I love art, but I have, like GEDs, like essays, tests, you name it.
yes, you rather focus. Like, no, I agree with you. Like you rather focus on the art stuff, but you still have the other responsibilities,
Yeah.
the English, the essays, and blah blah blah. That was the thing. That's the cool thing about art school. Art school. I mean, I was at art school for 3 months at Cal Arts, and the beautiful thing is that you don't take math, you don't even take science. You might take a few classes. I mean, they're there, but most of the classes are just creating work and talking about work.
hmm
What do you like about the whole art process? Do you like talking about it? Do you like creating it, or do you like showing it to people and them having their own opinions?
I sometimes I'm not. this is kind of new to me. Sometimes I'm not a fan of showing the I would say from like getting started to in progress. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't like showing that because nobody knows what I'm going for basically. And imagine if I were to show you if I were to show you a project that's like incomplete, you would probably have no idea what this is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I'm gladly to say, hey, I'm working on this project right now. And hopefully I'll have it done by around so and so. And then when they see it, it's like, oh, that makes sense, you know?
Mm-hmm. I love that. Let's keep it moving. Last couple questions for you, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
What do you want people to know about women in the art field? What are you trying to push? That obviously this industry is massive. It's worldwide. How do you yourself as a woman represent? How do you present women in the art business?
How do I represent myself as a woman, a young
Yeah,
woman going for um, going big in art,
yeah,
even though it's something small. Um,
y'all can do it.
yeah, I see women, like all women, as you know, we're just like everybody else,
Hmm.
but with different talents,
Yeah,
different abilities, and we're not afraid. We're not afraid at all.
yeah,
We're not afraid. We're willing to we're willing to create.
yes.
We're willing to um we're willing to be equal.
Hmm. Who are your most uh do you have any women artists who are very important to you that influence you in your work, that motivate you,
Um
or any artists in general?
any artist in general. Um so far, um hmm
That's a tough question too, right? People ask me, I'm like, damn, there's a lot of people I could mention. It's like, well, who do I mention? Honestly, personally, I get my inspiration from artists, like musical artists, like Bad Bunny, The Weeknd, these musical artists, because it's just cool because their music is just played every day. It's getting played every day, and people get to listen to it. And I feel like I love people to see about my work,
yeah.
but to see them on a daily basis, to people to see my work every day and be like, damn, that's cool, that's motivating, that's awesome. Like, yo, keep it moving, get your work out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very motivated by not only artists, like photographers. Obviously, photographers are gonna always be there, but musical artists is super cool too. But I love to know who you're motivated by. Is it is it illustrators? Is it just painters? Is it musical artists? What are your favorites?
Um my what's her name? So I I started looking at her work recently, and her
Mm-hmm.
name is Laura Price.
Okay.
Laura Price, she's working for the animation industry, and what I really like about her and her experiences, I mean, she she gives away, tips on like how to do better with your portfolio, or and how to stay positive and such.
Mm-hmm.
Um and then another artist I would love to mention
Mm-hmm.
too is so her name is Lizzie Pop.
Lacey Powell, I like that name.
Yeah, she's cool because uh she was the one that created a YouTube series called Habits Hotel, and it's a short animated series. I mean, well, I feel like I don't know everything about it, but it's in process, and I can tell that the team is working on like just putting out like a new story.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting, and I recommend you checking it out. And
Should, yeah, definitely send it to me.
sure. And there was this other artist, and give me 1 second because I'm actually doing a little research right now.
No, go ahead, please.
uh,
Imagine we did this in person, you'd be like, oh shit, damn, I'm stuck. It'd have been a whole different ballgame. Laura Price. It was Laura Pop, right? Laura Pop.
no.
That's a cool name.
I totally forgot her name. Dang it.
No.
And I don't want to like, waste time by like, oh, I don't remember and such.
Nah,
I
you
hope
good.
not. So I'm trying like to speed it up right here.
Hurry up. Let's go.
I know, I'm very. Hold on.
Nah, you're good. You chill.
Oh yeah, that's right. So her name is Audrey, but according to Instagram and TikTok, she goes by Oddity Draws. And
Okay.
pretty much my favorite one is she creates digital drawings like what if YouTube was alive? What if Instagram or TikTok was alive? And she will actually do work on character designs. And I'm like, wow, I'm very fascinated by that.
That is such a good point.
Mm-hmm.
What are your opinions on that? What if Instagram didn't exist in these social media platforms? How could we get a work out there? I feel like a lot of people get their content through these platforms and make it big. What are your thoughts on that? No social media.
With no social media.
In 2020 as an artist, how would that work?
I feel like, oh man,
Yeah, it's a tough question, right?
that is a tough question.
Yeah.
But I think from what I've seen, growing up in LA, going to visit places. Remember when I mentioned these music artists who go on the streets or go to the piers and they perform their music? I feel like I would have done the same thing. I would promote myself by just being present.
Being out there.
Yeah, to a public area.
I love that. That's an interesting point.
And it doesn't take overnight though. It takes, days and weeks and months or maybe years to be heard.
Oh, it takes a while.
It really does.
I think it takes a while just to build your own brand, your own network, your own art. How long have you been doing art for?
My whole life.
Your whole life, yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't reached the peak yet, huh?
No.
There's still a long way to go.
I have a long way to go.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, because when I was growing up, I just remember I was doing sports and other hobbies, and art wasn't really my thing until I was sick, maybe like when I was like 16 years old. That's when I realized, yeah, this is really important to me. I gotta stick to this.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time for coming to the podcast. I'm looking forward to your future endeavors to see where your work goes to the next 5 years. I feel like you have a bright future. You have a great personality. You're, like I said, you radiate love and positivity, and that's awesome. But to finish off the show, I'm gonna ask you a couple quick questions, and you have to give me what's on your mind as fast as you can. Favorite food? Pizza.
Yeah.
Favorite city?
Sorry?
Favorite city?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have a favorite yet, so I'll just stick with LA. Born and raised here.
Favorite thing to do?
I love driving and drawing.
All right. Least favorite thing to do?
Cleaning, even though I do it almost every day.
All right. 3 words that describe you.
Oh, thanks for asking me that. I'm so ready. Kind, adventurous.
Okay.
And artistic.
Artistic. Oof. That's it. 3 words that sum up who you are.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on in. Where can people find your work? What's your Instagram, website? What's up?
Okay, so yes, my Instagram is work of art Kiana.
We're
And
gonna provide the link here in the description box.
Yeah, and then for my website, it's called the Woke Studio. So basically, you're basically putting work of art Kiana together.
Nice.
In studio.
There it is.
Yeah.
Sounds good. We're gonna put that in the description box. Thank you so much, Kiana, for coming in for episode 4. I'm excited for you, like I said, and thank you for coming in. And let's keep in touch.
Okay.
Awesome. Have a good day. Okay.
Thank you. You do the same.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.